Okay, so strong roots, right? Now, this is going to be a general discussion on the content as well as the summary or a thematic discussion, a very short discussion. So, the fact is that Strong Roots, as you know, is an autobiographical sketch. Actually, it is a portion that has been taken from APJ Abdul Kalam's own autobiographical work, Wings of Fire. So, that very text actually, if you divide it into several parts, then you will see that basically it is a recollection of the narrator's past memories, as well as it is a throwback on the spiritual side of life and the implementation of the spiritual sides into the narrator's own world of science and technology. So, the very piece begins in the first part. The narrator deals with or tells us about the his childhood experiences, and everything everything is included in it. For example, he describes his family, he describes his house, he describes his locality, the people, the relation between them, and there is a quite a vivid description about all of these things. And we get several thematic things, like for example, when he discusses his childhood, he actually paints the picture of the relation that he has actually with his mother, with his father, and the interrelation between the blood relations, the relation of a husband and a wife, that is between his father and his mother, and the relation between other people and his family, and what is the kind of bondings that they have actually within the family, and the affection, the compassion, the caringness of his parents. All these things are there. We get a picture of his ancestral house. There is the description of their ancestral house as well. We also get to know about little bit about his father, the attributes of his father, both physical and psychic or mental, and also the kindness of his mother and all that. And in the middle part, we actually get a glimpse of the locality, and how is the locality, the geographic description of the houses, and also the people and the nature of people that lives in the surrounding, that live in the surrounding basically, and their religious rites and cultures, and their harmony between several religious groups, especially between Hindus and Muslims. And in the last part, we actually come to know about the spiritual side of things. As the narrator grows up, the spiritual questioning arises within him, and he asks several questions regarding various spiritual sides of things, and he gets answered by his father, who is also a spiritual teacher actually. And this is not of religious rites or religious rituals. This is more of a spiritual sort of things, spiritual upliftments, self introspection, and how one gets to know one's own self through misery, confusion, and how those misery, confusion, and sufferings, people overcome those things by spiritual self assessment or whatsoever. So those things are there, and at the last, the piece basically ends how those spiritual learnings or spiritual feelings or spiritual upliftment or spiritual awakening led the narrator to implement those learnings into his own world of science and technology. So this is basically a childhood introspection into the narrator's own life, where we have the familial relationship, and the primary thing is basically there are two things to it. this is not just a childhood recollection that the prose piece begins with, but it is more about the communal harmony which is very much lacking in today's India. For example, we are a country of several ethnic or religious groups. Primarily, there are two groups, Hindus and Muslims, and we are in constant collision with each other. And nowadays, these are getting politically motivated, and Hindus are always after Muslims, and Muslims are also enraged about Hindus. So, these are not a very amicable. The society should be in an equilibrium state, not by communal violence or such things. And the primary aspect to this piece is that the communal harmony that is prevalent in this piece. Primarily, the narrator's father with the priest of Rameshwaram temple, and the communal harmony that is prevalent in the area in general, and how they lived in a friendly manner with each other. So that is one thing, the communal harmony, the religious harmony between the Hindus and the Muslims primarily. And the second thing is the spiritual awakening. These are the primary two themes that the piece is centered on. And apart from this, the other references about childhoods, the experiences, the houses, the families, the parents, the child, and all those physical recollections are there. But the primary theme is to invoke in you the communal, the sense of harmony between whether you are a Hindu or a Muslim, it doesn't matter. And you should not cultivate enough hatred in your mind about the other religious groups and or such. So those are the primary things. Okay, so this is the a basic summary type of sort of thing on strong roots. See you in the next video.